Hi,
Hi,
and welcome to
everyone.
Cosmic Joke.
It's a cosmic joke. So we have a lot coming in today. For the energy updates, I would say my crown has been on fire this morning. What about you, Allison?
Um, Nothing particularly out of place. I've noticed a really gentle, smooth transition in the last 3 or 4 days, which has
Yeah.
been really nice. It's as though things are really at a slow pace, but they're continuously moving forward and kicking up bits of whatever's left behind for me to look at. And I'm just kind of laughing and going, okay, and keep going on.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, this has been since the last Kundalini upgrade. With again, when I was talking about the male female balance within myself, it has made a world of difference, an absolute world of difference in how I see things and how things are.
Getting that into alignment. There's a lot of solar plexus too coming up as well. So I've been feeling like a little bit of nausea too. And I felt that again today, but it's the solar plexus. There's new chakra systems that are opening up. And then there's the pyramids that are actually in the solar plexus. There's 3 located. So it looks like a triangle. So you have the solar plexus. Yeah, they're explaining that there's like 2 triangles, but they're pyramids that are coming online. And then and a new chakras are actually in the wrist too.
They're
Right
throughout the
here
entire body.
that are coming online. Yeah,
And because the
right
image
here.
I guess to look at is because we all thought there was 7 and then 12 and 15 and however many that we're up to now. And it's those are the power centers for the physical form. And as we add each of our bodies, the astral bodies, that requires a different electrical system. So we can run off of the 7. Okay, you can run your first 3 bodies. Well, to run your next body, you got to open up some more electrical outlets. And so that's what's doing. It's kind of like retrofitting and opening up all of these electrical outlets. Because when you can see, which I can, for whatever reason, how the connection goes to this body, to this one, and all the way through. And it's just an intricate electrical system.
Yep.
Which we've, has been coming up in the last couple of days is different from our physical body system. And that's one thing that I really would like people to understand as well. A lot of us have been working really hard on our spiritual bodies and the soul level information of stuff that we do. However, the physical body has not had the full attention that it needs. The
Yeah.
physical body has its own, but the plasma field on the outside, the morphogenetic field on the inside, which is the cellular writing of how your organs and how your cells work. The issue that's happening now is because we've done so much work on the other bodies that in the attempting to overlay on the physical form, going, okay, I got this together, now let me, anchor it like they used to do on the pyramids for the power source, and we're having issues.
Yep.
And the crew explained to me that's why a lot of us are seeing sparks and, like little flashes of light in different places. They say it's a short. There's shorts in the system because it's an electrical short of the Merkaba light bodies are attempting to merge with the physical form.
Yep.
And again, they're talking about the programs that we have running in the physical body.
Yep.
We've got to tackle it. We've got to look at it. There are things that I'm still working on how we can easily and efficiently maybe mass broadcast to everyone to assist. And that's still in works, obviously. But the point of the information today was when you are put to sleep, go to meditate and you're put to sleep, which is not always, sometimes we're just tired and we need to sleep. But if there's particular things conversations that are coming up or particular keywords that are triggered within you to either make you want to run and hide, react and be in a, either fear or anger or fall asleep, that lets you know that that's a running program that is in place to keep you from your spiritual rising.
Yeah.
It's purposely there to keep you from ever, acknowledging it, from being in that state of knowing with your, your fourth dimensional spiritual bodies.
Yep.
So,
And it's stuff you have to look at, and you just need to, you got to overcome it and get rid of the programs too.
yes. There's not a magic wand. We can assist, we can point them out to you, but I can't undo them. We have to individually do our own.
Yeah. At this point, you have to do your own work.
Yeah.
Everybody does. So, what else came in today? Oh, beautiful diamonds. So when I was put to sleep, finally, after all night of the mind going, like seeing, just review. That's what I was getting for like the past year, just complete review. But finally, when they put me to sleep, as my counsel was trying to, they're like, hey, just go to sleep. I was seeing diamonds everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And like through my third eye too. And then one of the things is doing, our diamond grids within us. That was being upgraded too at the same time. So at first they were showing lotuses, of course, and then they were showing the diamond grids, and they were, arranging and fixing, my diamond grids. But it's not really, it's me. It's my avatar selves that are sitting.
Christ soul, yes.
Yeah, they're coming in and trying to, align everything, get the grids going, and I could see like the diamonds, and it was beautiful. And then, I got to speak about this dream because this was interesting. So I'm in a house, like seemed like a wooded house. At first, it was like in a room, and there was like curtains, and we're rearranging that, and then you could see like on the wall where there was like, I wouldn't say like molding, but maybe some like dark layers, and it was interesting. I was sitting there staring at it, right, and they were like, oh, this needs to be fixed, and I'm like, okay. And then I go into kind of looks like a more wooden house, and one of my guides was like, okay, so I'm just gonna go and fix these nails. Just hitting the nails to like realign everything. It's like, it's not that bad, we just got to fix it here, we got to fix it there. And I woke up laughing because I'm like, it's me. It was like, like it's the house, like maybe the mind house, the brain. Yeah. I guess we'll just,
the DIY bit. Yeah.
It's not that bad. Let's just knock one here and look, see, this is fixable. I woke up laughing so hard after the beautiful diamonds and everything they were showing me, and then went into I think that's more of the subconscious house, right?
Exactly. And you just did those 2 commands last night as well.
Yep.
On the synapses, on shutting down some of the, which is cool. It's cool. So that was the Divinians, right? Let me go back to my book real fast. Did we call in the Divinians?
Yeah.
Call in the Divinians to rewire neural networks to remove all tracks going nowhere from the brain and retrain the tracks going into the pineal gland. Hey, apart from my book, guys.
Yeah, that she needs to finish.
I'm going to finish it this week.
She has 48 hours to finish it.
Okay. I can do that.
I'll give you a deadline.
I can do that. Oh my gosh, and then I'll have it published by next week, and then we can actually be able to start the spiritual center, and all will be well.
Yes. So let's talk about what we want to do for the spiritual center as far as the New Earth projects. Okay. As far as that's what we're going to be starting in the next few weeks. So we gladly accept all donations from anyone, please. So we can get started.
Either, exactly. And if there's someone that, already has a property set aside they're not doing anything with, or a house, or, whatever space that they have, where they're like, I've always wanted to do something here, please contact us. Just let us know, and we'll be happy to have a discussion on whatever. Again, it's not just monetary donations. It's any assistance in our love that we share with each other.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about a fundraiser. We may actually put that together in the next week or so. And
that way we're able, so we actually get it started, and then also we're being called to go to sacred sites too as well. So that's another thing.
Activate some spaces.
Yeah.
People, which will be fun because we can be on the road show and do our stuff and wherever we are.
Yeah. A lot of us are actually out there doing it right now, traveling, going to these sacred spaces, some people, it's really funny because some people don't even know that that's what they're doing. And they're like, oh yeah, I went here, and they're a starseed, and I'll be like, oh yeah, you're going there so you can, activate this, or it's pretty cool. Turn this on.
No,
it's
true.
Amazing. Yeah.
Let me see what else. We started a Patreon. so that we can put up our radio shows and extra information for different levels, which is fun. So that
Yeah.
people can have extra downloads or different articles or whatever kind of stuff. So that's a help for us too.
Yes, and you also get it's a monthly session, right? From either for me or you,
Yeah.
right? Every single month.
Yeah,
So
at
that's great.
the Galactic level, I think we called it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. You get a free session every month.
Yes. I'm going to be working more on, it's going to be galactic quantum energetics is what I'm going to be constructing as far as a modality. And that's what I'll be working on too, which I already do, but
exactly
to get it more, to break it down more, and be able to teach it. Yeah, to give it a name. Yeah. So I'm excited about it. Still getting the chakra system download, of course, because I'm the fantastic guinea pig.
Thank you for that.
It's not funny, Allison.
It is funny.
Like, what's going on? My system's frying.
It's great because then I get to sit back and go, oh, look, this, look what you did. Did you do
what
this?
What did you
do? Oh, I see what you did. Can we not do that again?
Well, I was experimenting with this. If you just make the infinity sign throughout your system. Yeah.
And you got half of it.
I'm going to take a break from my science experiments.
Yeah.
This is funny. Oh my God. Okay. So, yeah, major transformations. A lot of people are being asked to step into huge transformations for their highest path, too. That's one of the biggest things of like just letting go completely. Also, sacred heart activation is another thing that they say is definitely coming online more, which that can be.
Definitely.
Okay, so just from hearing what was her name? Was it Lisa Marie that we were listening to?
Lisa Renee.
Yeah, Lisa Renee. The experience, like personal experience, is that you literally are going to be an emotional up and down. You're going to be crying. You can become angry or just completely crying all the time too. There's just a lot of things, that will start coming up, but you will get through it. You will get through it. Even to the point where you feel like you're losing your mind. Well, you are.
That's the whole point of it. Exactly.
That's the whole point, is for you to crack the egg. That way you can, I would say, like, sit there and go through the, the storm and the whole big tornado, and then eventually you'll come out of it. Right. But I would say trying to relax in meditation is probably the best thing. For instance, I'm not allowed to drink coffee anymore.
Oh, good. More for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome.
So, yeah, that was my biggest thing. My guide came and said, do not drink coffee anymore. And I'm like, okay. They're like, seriously, let's do a 24-hour experiment and see how you do with your energy levels. And I'm like, okay, fine, let's do it 24 hours and see. But they're like, you can't drink coffee anymore. It's literally like, it's like your body is telling you, like, you just you can't have caffeine. Why would you be putting, if you have all this energy coming in, all this plasma light energy, and you're already going like this, why would you go and put caffeine in your body to make you more, like, completely blowing up? And I was like, that's a good idea. Why would I? Because coffee is an addiction. That's one of the things they wanted me to look at. So getting rid of addictions. For me, it's an addiction. It is. It's interesting.
That's true. And it is different for everyone because we all have different genetic makeups. And for some, coffee it helps me sleep. It puts me to sleep. So I have an opposite effect to, any coffee. Yeah.
It used to put me to sleep. But that was a good, what they were telling me today. They were like, yeah, let's just look at this. Why would
No, it's gotten deeper again. My third eye hole in the middle of my forehead. Does it come out on camera? Oh my gosh.
You can see it. Look at
But
mine. Can you see mine?
oh, craziness.
I'm gonna come back and it's gonna be like.
I know. What color is my eye?
Can you see it?
That's pretty funny.
That's funny.
Anyway,
Okay. What else? Anything else? Yeah, they keep mentioning the Sacred Heart activation in the Dharma. Do you want to go more into that? Because you've been the one researching why I've been going through my ego stuff.
your stuff. The importance of that of meditation. We have got to have at least quiet time, whether you call it meditation or whatever it is you call it. But we have to do that inner reverse. I say it's like you go so far in that you come out the other side into nothingness.
Yeah.
And because we have got to get control of our minds. Anything and everything that goes through our mind, we have to know, did I put it there? Is that mine or is it not? Because there are so many programs, and the more and more I've researched in the last week, it is astronomical. The number of programs, the types of programs, that the human forms are running and have been running since the original genetic seeding, and then through our own genetics, through our conditionings, through our families, through all the rest of it. It's the electronics has a huge effect. The electronic waves, obviously, which we knew because that's how a lot of the information is being transmitted to us on a mass scale. So it says it's not that you have to, because we can eliminate the electronics around our fields, but we have got to take control of the mind and our own plasma field around us, because the mind is electrical. The physical bodies are electrical. Every thought you have, every emotion, whatever, you are sending out into your body, into your fields around you. And it was like a whole nother understanding of, this is why they say you create your reality.
Yeah.
Because the matter that the electrical impulses that you're sending out, when they are steady enough, create matter. And so we are creating. So as long whatever our attention continues to stay on.
Yep.
They also mentioned, because of the political, kind of a mess that's going on around the world, not just in the United States. And I've questioned at times. I'm like, okay, so I see what's happening. I said, I don't have this, I got to go fix this. And they said, I lose my words, congratulating me, I guess, for whatever the word would be, that we aren't supposed to react to even whatever is horrendous, because we know when we've gotten to a particular spiritual awareness, any energy towards something is feeding it. Yep. So it becomes, yes, I see it, I acknowledge it, I am not happy with that, that is not the way that I would want it to be. What can I do? What can I focus on to neutralize that? Because we're seeing it, constantly in those around us. It's like, fight for this, fight. And we're like, no, you're just giving it more energy and making it bigger instead of turning towards what we want to do or what we know that we should do. Yeah. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
The personal responsibility for our energy is intense right now.
Oh, yeah.
We're being called left and right. Pay attention. Because again, this weekend was massive activation of the templates. And any of these programmings that are still in play, from what the crew says, is if you've still got a fear program or a lack program in play that you haven't completely cleared from your physical form, you have now increased it exponentially. So that fear program may have, created a bug, in front of you. Oh my gosh, there's a wasp that's coming to sting me or something. Or one
like
of those,
how I got bit.
Yeah, that
caterpillar.
Crazy caterpillar. But because of this activation now, it has upped it.
Which brought up my fear of death.
Exactly. And it comes almost phobic.
If you just look at it, I was like, oh my God. And you were looking at me like, what is with this fear of death?
And it becomes phobic. You become, people will become phobic over something. So simple, like, I got bit, and it becomes this massive it becomes exponentially bigger than just going, huh, yeah, I got bit. Kind of. So, which is fine from the standpoint of if people will stand and recognize, wow, I just went from 0 to 100 with this trigger right now, and it's definitely an old program that needs to be cleared.
Yeah.
It's all here to help us. They're just saying we're with the new system coming online, it's quicker, faster, bigger, and everything is just magnified.
Yeah.
So we have to, I don't know, when it comes to the people around us that are going to be that much more volatile, that much more reactive, mastery time.
Yeah, I know.
You did good. You did very well.
Yeah, no, I do well, but boy, is it like it's turning up the everything that you have to look at. But it's the fear of death is just, it's funny because we're eternal anyways. We're eternal beings. So if you know this and you just go and you break it down and go, where does this come from? What is the biggest fear of and why? But if you know that we're eternal beings, then why would you,
That's exactly. And I don't have the fear of death, and I haven't for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's even to the point of being in places, and at times I may not even be aware of my surroundings because it doesn't occur to me that anything's going to happen. It's almost like, okay, so I'm dead. All right, fine. I'll go do whatever I need to do, somewhere else in another form.
You could
And the
just
other
walk
part,
around like you're dead all the time.
but the other part of it is as though, all right, I'm here to do the work that I'm going to do, and I just know that my crew has my back because they still want me to do whatever it is that I'm here to do. So therefore, I'm not going to go out by some ridiculous thing because I still got work to do. You know what I mean? It's like I've got too much work to do to even consider dying because it's just not going to happen because I've got years and years of work that still has to be done.
Yeah.
That's how I just kind of go, if I die, then vacation? Okay.
Vacation.
Vacation.
Yeah. That's funny.
But it's, again, we're all different. Every single one of us has our own genetics, our own, things that we were raised with, that we were taught, that was
Yep.
instilled within us, not to mention our traumas. Traumas have got to go. The traumas are a program. That is part of, I don't even know what group to call them, but a not so nice, all kinds of any bad words that you could think of group that is the intent through sexual abuse, through traumatic experiences, through all of these things, because they know that when they damage the root chakra through these traumatic experiences, that in itself shuts down people enough so that they are unable to break through those programmings and they become encompassing all just consuming, and it's very difficult for people without spiritual recognition, without assistance, and going, all right, yes, I see this, I have got to take care of this.
Yeah.
We can break through them, but it's people aren't taught, we're not shown. And a lot of these, even what was it, just in the last couple of days where it comes up 12 years old, it's like by 12 years old is when we are supposed to step into our spiritual bodies, and none of us did, none of us have, none of us were able to, and that whole system was shut down. So it goes back to every human vehicle on this planet and beyond. Look at 12 years old. What was going on at 12? What was the catalyst that shut you down to keep you from going in a higher direction? What was the trauma? And that's first place to start clearing.
That's a good one. It's definitely a good one.
Yeah.
I'll have to look at that. That's interesting. Wow. Okay.
The more I dig, I mean, goodness, I've got pages more of notes that it's going to come together. There's going to be some assistance, I know, but
yeah.
the programming is intense. And if and when I am able to locate a frequency or a series of codes or words or whatever we can to undo and reverse some of these programmings, then we will definitely broadcast. That's for sure.
Yeah, they keep saying that the fastest way is through heart center meditation. Actually going in, you can break them into heart. You have to go into your heart first, and look at the programs, and basically that's how you can get rid of them. Is all through heart center meditation.
That
And
is
they keep
correct
saying
for
that.
those that are already on a spiritual path. But
Mhm.
for those that are having difficulty or don't understand or don't know to even be able to discuss heart-centered meditation, there's people on this planet that are way too traumatized and that can't even begin to sit to attempt that. So
Yep.
yeah, it's sad. I mean, in a way, it is sad that that this has gone on a bit underneath our noses, but it's all coming to light.
I know. It's going to be great, especially the next couple of days. They said the energy is going to be a lot. It's not going to be as a little bit more mellow. I guess it depends on what on
Yeah.
what page you're on, because you're on a different one than me. So we'll see. Some people
Well,
are experiencing, a lot of different symptoms, and some people aren't at all. So
and I really look at that as, I mean, if you were to picture, a rainbow and the waves that are coming through, and my, pink, green, yellow, purple lines I may have already cleared with whatever this frequency matches to, and you may not have. So
yeah,
whatever the frequency matches of what's coming through is what's going to affect you. And fortunately, whatever this frequency or the last frequency wave was, I had very little that resonated with it, that was in conflict. But yes, the next wave that comes through, you may be fine, and I'm on my, knees sobbing and crying and uncontrollable.
it's usually how it happens. Me and you, I'll be like, "Oh, I'm pretty good now," and you're like, "Ooh."
That's wonderful. At least
It's
one of
really
us.
funny how we all bounce back and forth and stuff.
Yes,
So
always one of us that's holding the fort down.
yeah,
Exactly.
and going, everything's just great, and you're like, "Shut up, Brittany."
And you're doing the same. Yes, I know.
It's twins though. We're all twins. Those are It's what my was given to me information. Every single person in your life is nothing but a mirror.
A replicant. Yeah,
A
we're all
replicant
replicants. Yeah.
is a beautiful, sacred union, and that's what you need to acknowledge, even if they, you know, press of the buttons or do something, or maybe for instance, like I love my dad, but he has bad anxiety,
Mm.
but it's a good mirror because I have those genetic traits too. So
And you'll know you've.
today I was just like, I love you, Dad. Just come give me a hug. Come
Oh.
here. Let me just hug you.
And that's how we know when they have been an excellent teacher for us, when we can stand with them in their space and go, wow, I can tell that, you're having this issue and I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I've worked through any of that. It's like, I don't have to mirror that. I don't have to replicate it. I don't have to duplicate what you're going through.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
He's just funny though, because he just runs around. He doesn't stop. He's like, I just can't stop moving. Like if I stop moving, that's how he runs around. And he'll tell you that too. He's like, I gotta work out, I gotta do this, gotta do that. But that's his way of dealing with
Distractions.
his distractions. Yeah.
Because
That's
if
funny.
if he stops doing something, then he's actually going to have to look within.
Yes.
People don't like, okay, where's my laptop? Where's my phone? Where's my TV? Where's my this? Where's my that? Where's my that? Oh, look, I'm so tired. I can't do anything. Oh, look,
Yeah.
and then it's straight back to it.
Yeah. They do it so they don't have to look within at all. So
Oh, and that's what it is. But it's making life more difficult for some of these people that are like that, because the work's still going to be done. It's still being brought up, and now many are at the point of, I used to have 100 things going in my head. Right now it seems like 1,000, and it's exponentially getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
It is, because it's all that stuff that needs to be heard and released is all vying for attention.
Yeah, definitely.
It's all right.
So yeah,
Humans. The human.
the human self.
What?
The human self.
Yeah, but the human, which we're not humans. I mean, we inhabit a human body, which is what we identify as. But this human machine is so incredibly intricate. I mean, it's really amazing the more that I keep digging into the genetics and the DNA and all our fields and all the rest of it. It's freaking amazing at how it works. And we're getting a handle on it. We're getting a handle on it.
We are. We are doing the best we can. Yeah.
In a moment.
Do you have anything else?
C1 and C2. Remember when we were hearing that yesterday?
Yeah.
Around the brain stem, and that for many people, those not being aligned properly are actually inhibiting their connection to source, their connection to their guides, and their connection to spirit, because it is, I mean, around the brain stem. That's one of the big programs that's in place, because when that got all wonky, which can happen, in birth, before we're even born.
Yeah.
But the caution then is, make sure there's someone that you can trust if you want someone messing with it. My crew just says, take your finger and go up to that point where the back of your skull you can feel right there, and just use pressure, and just keep using pressure, and those 1 and 2 will start to align into better alignment.
It's interesting because did you notice when I was around you that I'd always be sitting there pressing in the back of my neck? That's where I'm always going. I'm always going right there.
Yeah, just to stimulate and to see whatever misalignment, to get it back into alignment. And
yeah.
I mean, it may just be like a huge flash of, dizziness, vertigo, whatever, when it kicks back on for them.
Yeah.
Which is going to be great too.
Yeah. So cool. We have some good downloads coming in today. We do.
I've noticed that too.
Yeah.
It's not in the point of discussing yet, but yeah, I've got.
No. I haven't. I just get them in different ways, but I could feel them coming in today. Definitely. My feet were vibrating this morning. Mm-hmm. I was seeing green everywhere. I was driving and I saw this purple cloud, and I was sitting it wasn't the cloud's white, but it turned purple, and I was sitting there going, oh, hello.
That's good.
I was like, wow, my eyes.
You're messing up today.
I know. I was like, this is it. But they said that's going to be happening too. So our eyes are actually going back into alignment too. That's another thing. Okay, exactly. They're saying X-ray vision as well. So.
And I'm having difficulty in reading, because it's as though my eyes won't focus on words. I'll try to read and I'll get like halfway through a sentence, and all of a sudden I've dropped down and I'm like, wait, okay. And I cannot follow along for whatever reason in reading.
That happened to me probably about a year and a half ago. It still happens to me. I just don't care. I'm like, I'll sit there and I can read for a little bit, but yeah. It's the focus of it.
My current weird symptom of, okay.
Okay. All right. I think that's it for today.
That's good enough.
I think that's good. If anybody has any questions, just message us. We love you, as always.
The link for the Patreon account is in the description box below.
Yes. We would love for you to follow us and be a member. Thank you.
All right. See ya. Bye.
Bye.